Coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, home of Super Bowl 57, it's the Geary, Stein and Stevens Show with your hosts, Troy Geary, Will Stein, and Dave Stevens.
Welcome back to Radio Row. Dave Stevens here, and the hits just keep on coming. It's just amazing who's walking around. It's great to have a former Minnesota Viking join us, one of many teams he was a part of for 12 years. But Troy, you know him, and just tell him, who have we got now?
Yeah, this guy was a hard hitter for the Vikings. Always enjoyed watching him play. Fan favorite. We got former safety Andrew Sendejo joining us. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Just want to talk about, you didn't retire not too long ago, but when you played, everything's kind of changed as far as the safety aspect. You were known for a hard hitter. You took pride in, your work. So do you think the game's kind of changed to the better for the safety part, or what do you think of the changes so far, or is it a little too much?
I think the positions are changing as the game is evolving. So a lot of the offenses are a lot of pass-happy offenses. We're not seeing a ton of two-back offenses, guys running the ball, downhill old school. So now you kind of need two safeties that are basically corners that can cover receivers. And so that's how I see the game. It's just starting to change and evolve.
And this game coming up, you've got some ties to it because you played for the Eagles, and the defensive coordinator, John Gannon, I think you guys are still close in talk. So what do you got going on this week as far as your interest in this game?
Yeah, so I'm excited for Gannon. I still talk with him every week about football, about life, messing around, whatever. I'm in a group chat, me and Harrison and Coach Gannon. He was our safeties coach for 4 years, and so just excited for him and happy for him to have worked his way up to being a coordinator, calling a game in a Super Bowl. So hoping to see him be able to hold up the Lombardi Trophy.
And you're here this week to kind of talk about something that's really, really important, especially for NFL players when we talk about the unknown of your future and CTE and all of those things. And now you have started Braintree Nutrition to kind of help your brain health. So explain how you got involved with that and explain what is brain health.
Yeah, so Braintree Nutrition started basically because we wanted to make a line of products that were safe and transparent for us to take, my teammates to take, parents to take, everyone really to take. That didn't have any banned substances because there's not really a lot of good recovery protocols in the NFL right now for coming back from concussions, right? So a lot of times they say, go sit in a dark room, no screens, no lights, no music. But there's all these different avenues that you can take to help you recover from this. And so that's where we started Braintree. And our first product, Think, it helps with memory and focus, and it has brain anti-inflammatory products to help you kind of recover from a concussion. And also along those same lines, there's a lot of guys that, like myself, have been diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, and the NFL has a ton of strict rules on that for prescribing medications, right? So also making a product that helps you with memory and focus, because in the NFL there's a ton of studying, a lot of memorization. You have to be able to recall it all really fast on the field. And so there's 3 other products along with that. We have our Ultra Strength Probiotic, we have our stress and anxiety relief, and then we also have our sleep aid. And so they all work together synergistically to basically have your brain fire on all cylinders, have your brain in tip-top shape. And we're just all about enhancing, preserving, and protecting brain health.
Awesome. And do you have a website? How can people order this stuff? I know.
Yeah, so you can go to BrainTreeNutrition.com. You can find us on socials. Just search Braintree Nutrition. And then a lot of people just find us on Amazon. Just search for Braintree Nutrition and just add it to the cart. We donate a portion of our proceeds to Alzheimer's research. So we really just, really just want to help.
And you shared your diagnosis with ADD and ADHD, and does this scare you? I played football. in college, and we got hit. Our equipment wasn't good in those days, and you don't know if you have CTE or not. You don't know what is going on with the brain. And I mean, does that scare you for your future as far as, because you were a hard hitter?
It definitely was something I started to take more serious as I got older too. So when you're young in the league, you just want to make it. You want to stay on the team. You want to get on the field. And so there's times where a lot of young guys will push through some of these concussion symptoms or whatnot. And as I got older, if I even remotely felt kind of dazed or whatever, I would take myself out.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this current team. I know, of course, you played for the Vikings for a long time. A lot of friends still up there. And what do you think of Coach Kevin O'Connell and the team? And they brought in Brian Flores for the defense. Do you think that's going to help improve the team next year?
Yeah. So it's funny. I played with Kevin O'Connell for about a month when I was on the Jets practice squad in my second year before I signed to Minnesota. And Brian Flores obviously, has been a great coach in this league, and so excited for some of the guys that are there. I still have a couple of good close friends on the team, and I feel like Minnesota's my team since I played there for so long. So kind of always rooting for them when they're on TV.
Yeah, it was kind of a disappointing end of the season. They had so many of those that all those basically one score wins, and it just was like to see how the Giants outplayed them. I was, as a Minnesota fan myself, it was very frustrating to always get that close, and then But so what is your day-to-day life like now, as far as you being away from the NFL and what goes on in your world?
Yeah, so since I've been done playing, it's been. Part of it has been enjoying my free time finally, and doing the things I couldn't do while I was playing. So getting a lot of family time and seeing friends and a little bit of travel. And then the other part has been working on the business and getting Braintree up and going, and trying to get that out and get it to all the players. And so those have been kind of that's my day to day. I wouldn't call it a 9 to 5. It's like a 9 to noon, and then just kind of
a little golf or something.
Show.
Yeah.
So, as far as we just had Sean Merriman on, who was a great player, but in a short little time. You were lucky enough to have a really long career in the NFL, which is, as a hitter, a hard hitter, that just doesn't happen much. So, what do you attribute your success for avoiding most of the injuries that you didn't have to have, during your career?
Yeah, so I got lucky that a lot of my injuries, I was able to make it through the season, and then I would have to have surgery after the season. So I think I had about 8 surgeries when I was in the NFL. I was pretty consistent with my first couple of years of having a postseason surgery, but I think it's the longevity aspect is being in it. Get lucky in a good scheme. Your coaches trust you. And then obviously making plays. That's pretty much the ultimate way to stay in the league. And so a lot of things all have to kind of line up for that to happen. And the NFL obviously is a business, and sometimes that business will catch up to you. But yeah, there's a lot of things that go into playing for a long time in this league.
Of course, we know you have ties to JG and the Eagles, but got to ask you, what do you think the score is going to be this weekend?
The last time I did the score thing, it was when Minnesota played Dallas this year, and I think I predicted the score like 21-17, and it was like a blowout. So I'm not going to predict anything because I don't want to jinx anything or anybody. So we'll just wait until Sunday. We'll see what the score is.
And I predict that the shirt that we just gave our good friend Andrew from Fresh Clean Threads is going to be something that you're going to want to wear for a long, long time, because our sponsor's biggest sponsor for this week is Fresh Clean Threads, and they've given us a great opportunity, giving us our own have it like us. We have an exclusive 25% off. Go to freshcleantees.com/GSS show. Type in that code touchdown and you'll get 25% off of these wonderful shirts. Troy has one on, I've got one on, and I'm sure Andrew's going to wear it to some sort of party this week going on around town. So what have you got prepared for? Are you hitting parties, golf, or are you just in and out? Like what's your week, for here?
No parties, no golf. I've had 2 back surgeries, so I'm not much of a golfer. I could barely play football towards the end there, so no parties. When I was younger and I would come to Super Bowl week, I'd go to all the parties, do all that. But I'm here to, I was here just to get out of town for a little bit, see some friends, do some Radio Row, and just a small little vacation.
Where is home these days? Because I know you went to Rice, but where have you ended up staying?
Austin, Texas. That's right, and that's where Braintree founded and operated, right there in Austin.
You running into Earl Campbell or Nate Boyer running around over there?
I did have lunch with Nate Boyer not too long ago, but I have not run into Earl yet.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Andrew. Best of luck. Such a great initiative, and make sure that they get that website one more time to check out Braintree.
Yeah, BraintreeNutrition.com. We also have a 25% off sale if you just type in code BT into 25.
I wish I
think there's a header at the top of the screen.
Jump on there and order some
it's already on there. Just
all right.
Type it in.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. Best of luck. Thank you for what you're doing. And we really appreciate you spending some time with us. So, Andrew, take care. Have a great life. I hope this works. Helps a lot of people.
Yes.
We never meet again, so I'd like you to have a great life.
I like it.
All right, brother. Thanks a lot. Take care. All right. How cool was that? Thank you, Troy. You guys go way back, huh?
Yeah, the Vikings, they still know this guy. This guy was fan favorite. Everybody loved him. So
yeah, I loved watching him
Viking
play.
fans out there listening, that was for you. So thank you.
Yeah, that was a great guest. So thank you so much. And the hits keep coming. I think we got Jim McMahon and Kyle Turley coming up here in just a couple of minutes. I hope they're running late, but that's what happens on Radio Row, and we're always flexible. So social media platform. I got my football camp coming up this weekend at Camelback High School. It's the Pro Stance Ability Camp. Me and Luis Sendejo. There's still openings. You can go to our website and register. And we will talk to you in just a bit with our next guest. Don't go away.